Good morning. I grew up in a Southern Baptist church in Alabama. I grew up in Vacation Bible School. I went to a Christian school for a little while growing up. Just regular, going to church. And then about 16, 17, I started hanging out with the wrong crowd. Got introduced to drugs and alcohol, which took over a big part of my 16, 17 years. I eventually ended up getting pregnant, going to do the right thing and get married. So I got married, lost our first child, went through that depression state, got pregnant again, had a great first 2 years of her life. She's 12 now, had a great first 2 years. And then he became an addict to drugs. You do not go down that road. You don't need to do it. But I pushed through that and I wanted to try it. So I tried it. 2 weeks later, I found out I was pregnant with my son. That voice inside, now I know, is the Holy Spirit telling me not to do it. Well, thankfully, I had a healthy baby boy. Who's 9. Very stressful pregnancy, dealing with drugs and mental and physical abuse. Then after he was born, the drug use and the partying continued. I went through a state of depression. It beat me down. The enemy kept telling me, "You're not good enough." I remember there was an incident where the SWAT team had came in, held guns at my kids and me, threw me in the back of a van, questioned me. And then another incident to where my ribs were crushed, they were bruised. And that was it for me. I cried out to the Lord that night, and I just cried out asking him to help me, save me. And I heard him say, "Trust me wholeheartedly. Just trust me with everything you have in you." So I did. I didn't want to go through a divorce. I didn't want my kids growing up in separate homes. But he said, "Trust me." So I was trusting him. It did lead to a divorce. God had a lot of work to do in both of us. And March the 22nd, 2018, I gave my life to Christ in a South Texas pool. And I was washed clean of everything that I've done. No one's perfect. I was not perfect. I've made countless mistakes during, my first marriage. And everything was washed away that night. I remember sitting at the kitchen table with the man who baptized me. And in my head, I'm thinking, "Lord, I want more of this. I want to feel you. I want more." And the Lord said, "Ask and you shall receive. Open your mouth and ask. What do you want?" And I told him, "I want to be baptized in fire. I want my prayer language. I want to be able to just feel him every single day." And so I was laying on the floor and I could feel just it in your stomach, just the words coming out, like that divine exchange. And that moment changed my life forever. The blessings I have received since then, financially, I don't have to worry about anything. I'm able to be a stay-at-home mom. I'm able to drive down the road and not think that every person is an undercover cop. The peace he has given me of serving him. And he tells me now, I am good enough. The love of God, I went through the Met 2024, I graduated from it, and he allowed me to go through that So the man that told me that I would never be alone and I would never have to do life alone, that showed me who the Lord was, I married that man. So this is the angel that the Lord had sent me that I married. This is my husband, Joey.
I prefer serving the Lord. However, I used to be an atheist, didn't believe in God whatsoever. It wasn't until 2014 that I gave my life to the Lord. It was after my second marriage. My second wife left me, pretty much came home from work to an empty house. She had taken my daughter. After I had accepted the Lord, I went about 2 years, just finding who I was, because living in the world, you lose track of who you are. So it was around 2016. I've been saved for about 2 years. I was on the USS Eisenhower. We were actually supporting combat support on against ISIL at the time, and we were in the Red Sea. During my downtime, I would search Facebook, see how the family was doing, as far as like my immediate family. And that's me and Kaydale. We were friends on Facebook, and it looked like she was having a hard time. And around 2 years, I was like, I think I'm ready for a relationship. So I reached out to her and I asked her, hey, if you need someone to talk to, here's my phone number. But I don't have a phone because I'm on the Eisenhower. But you can still, if you could give me your phone number, that'd be great.
I ghosted him.
I didn't get a response. So I ended up coming back off deployment, returned to Alabama for spring break. And I was visiting my daughter at the time. And on Facebook, she finally reached back and asked me how I was doing and kind of kicked our relationship off from there. She would come and see me almost every weekend, just to come hang out and just talk, really. Yeah. And that was my opportunity to see where her faith lied and see how she was living, because the last thing I wanted to do was give up my faith. So I spoke to her about the Lord and how He was the foundation of my life, and how His making Him the foundation is, like it says in the Word, planting your feet on solid ground. It cannot be shaken. Beforehand, I used to live for my family, as far as like my wife, my wife, my family. But once your family gets taken away from you, your whole world comes crumbling down. But with the Lord as your foundation, it cannot be shaken. Your world is solid. So me and Kaydale have been together close to 8 years. Since our marriage started, we continue to keep the Lord as our foundation. We also kind of guide each other and lift each other up, encourage each other. So New Life Church has helped us tremendously. We started going to New Life in 2020. Our original church had shut down due to COVID. However, we still need our daily bread, and we got suggested to go to New Life Church. Mm-hmm. So that's whenever we went and we tried it out, and right away I knew they were speaking the truth. And we've continued to be members there. We volunteered there.
We went through First Steps together, signed up for Med's class 2024, graduated from that, and still continuing to volunteer any way that we can.
So if you're looking to get fed spiritually, New Life Church is definitely the church to go to.
Yes.